Summer break.
Yeah. Well,
We're back.
Can I just kick it off and say happy Leo season. Today is my birthday. You're coming in live. Today is my birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Amanda.
I tried to Leo on y'all's asses today. Mercury is out of retrograde. And if you don't believe in like astrology, then that sounds like a personal problem and we can't help you with that. But Mike, can I show you what I got for my birthday?
Show me.
Okay. Shout out to Bharat for making me the most thoughtful birthday present. Hold on. I want to make your face big so I can see your reaction.
My face already is big.
You do have a very big head.
I know.
Okay, ready?
It's like a fucking bowling ball. Wait, whoa, that's sick.
Isn't that so good?
That is very cool.
I am holding up. My friend made us a cassette with our first episode and the trailer.
Whoa.
I know, isn't it it's so thoughtful. It's so cool.
That is.
But yeah, we have merch. Our first
That is
merch.
So cool.
Piece of merch. So yeah, that was a birthday present. It was very thoughtful. Really excited. But anyway, happy Leo season to all that celebrate.
And happy birthday, Amanda.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This has been a fun thing. And yeah, we've been elephant in the room. We've been gone a week. We were on vacation.
Did you miss us?
Yeah, seriously. Summer break. You got to take it. You got to do that self-care, all that bullshit.
Mike went on vacation.
I went to Maine for a week, and I may have met a serial killer. Really scary, weird incident. Also could be my heightened.
He was.
I was. Yeah, I could also be like it could have been
Please don't die. We need
my hypervigilance from doing all our research on this morbid stuff. But yeah, you want to hear about it?
I mean, yes. Let's recount.
Well, you heard about it already. Yeah, I was. So yeah. So we went up to my family. We went up to Bar Harbor, Maine, which is like 8 hours from where I am in New York. And we made a pit stop for one night in the town of Portland, Maine, which is really, really a wonderful spot. And I highly recommend Maine in general. But we went to this cool place called High Roller Lobster. It's a bit of a tourist trap, but it's also just really good and a really chill, like little place where you can get your lobster rolls and stuff. And I went there with my wife and my two kids, and everything was like fine up until about 20 minutes into our eating. This older gentleman who kind of looked like the actor Stephen Root. He comes in like this like Grateful Dead Hawaiian shirt. And I'm like, oh, is this like the owner or something? Because he was like talking it up with every single person who would just lend him a fucking ear. And no, he was just a patron. And he sits down and he just starts making conversation. Now, I don't love making small talk with random people I don't know. But if I'm in a position where I'm like, I have to, I will. And this was one of those situations where I just was like, fuck, I have to talk to this guy.
What did he say? How did he open up the convo?
He opened it up by telling us that he was on like a cruise, a themed cruise that was like traveling up to like Nova Scotia and like all that part of the, northeastern North American coast. And it was like Grateful Dead, like themed, hence, his Hawaiian shirt. And he was like talking about all kinds of like random shit. He's like, last night we were supposed to have a bubble party, but they canceled it because of the wildfires, because we had some pretty significant, wildfire smoke.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just let him talk.
You would think the whole cruise might be canceled.
Right. No, not at all. And by the way, this guy was like, you ever hear that term 3 sheets to the wind?
Yeah.
This guy was like 30 sheets to the wind. Like he was like
out of
drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk, like wasted, wasted drunk. And, older
like
gentlemen.
Drunk? Like, do you think?
Close. Definitely close. Definitely close. And he started telling us that he was like, he runs security at all these venues out in Oregon. And like, he's from like Oregon, like coastal Oregon. And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I just start talking to him. He's like, yeah, I've done security for all of them, like Dave Matthews and like.
Okay, you're just kind of describing a normal human. So what makes him a serial killer?
Oh, wait. No. But then it gets okay. No. Then it gets worse. So he starts
a little concerning to me.
Yeah. No. So like I said, maybe I didn't say this. It started off very innocent. And then I started like talking to him and he started getting like really like bossy and like, no, this is like correcting me on everything. Like he was like my father or something.
I think listeners, the thing you don't know about Mike is, and I know your wife would probably agree with this, is Mike doesn't like making small talk and talking to people, but he also doesn't know how to get out of those conversations.
I don't. He'll just keep talking. Clue.
He'll just keep talking. And I can just see your wife in the corner just being like, Michael.
No, she ordered me another beer. I wanted to leave. I was kicking her under the table. I was like, I want to go. Like I was giving her the.
She's skeptical. She's like, you're just being like, he's fine.
No. So this was fine. There was nothing wrong in the conversation at this point. Okay. It started to take a nosedive when like I started to ask him. By the way, the first thing he did was he corrected me on how I said Tillamook. I said Tillamook as the cheese. You know the cheese. He's like Tillamook. Yeah. He got really pissed about that.
I think I did too, but I live in California now, so I should know better. Anyway.
Yeah. But then I was like, he was like talking to me about like all the breweries in the area. He told me like Rogue Brewery in Oregon went out of business, all that stuff, like suddenly. And I was like, do you ever go to like Northern California breweries like Russian River Brewing? And that's when he like snapped. And he started talking about like all this like anti-gay stuff and like relating it to it. And I'm like, oh, this guy's a problem. I'm like, this is a very, I need to get out of this conversation. And then his food came and he just started looking at me and eating his lobster roll. He had like mayonnaise all in his beard. And he's like, yeah, you know, and he started talking to me about hops and like the conversation.
I love a lobster roll though.
Right. So did this guy. But, you know, then it was like there was and you ever know like the only way I could describe it is like an energy shift. Like he was
losing it over the lobster.
There was an energy shift and he had mayonnaise all over his face and it looked like something else. And after this guy just went on this anti-gay tirade for like literally it was like 5 minutes of him talking complete crazy ass fucking miserable hateful shit. Anyway, so it ended. We left.
Yeah.
And then I'm like to Melissa, I'm like, that guy gives me a really bad feeling as we're leaving. And I'm like, let's go back the way we came and let's not take the shortcut. And who the fuck do I see when we're leaving the place waiting down the road by the shortcut? That fucking guy who when we left was still eating and still probably had time. He had a drink. He fucking chugged his shit and he was waiting outside for us. That gave me a really bad feeling. So I kind of, we know I'm not a gun expert, but we know I protect myself and I carry things, not guns. But the whole walk back to our hotel, I had my brass knuckles, I had my knife, and we, I like Laurie Strode. I was texting Amanda. I'm like, I think this guy's following us.
Were you texting me with brass knuckles on?
No, they hurt my hand because I was. But no. So I was telling Amanda, I was also a little drunk. And I was telling Amanda, I'm like, I feel like Laurie Strode right now because I like hid weapons all over the hotel room. And I was like, I'm ready for this motherfucker. It
was a crazy text message again. Of course, it was.
But
find them. I'm gonna post them.
Hi, I'm Mike. Welcome back to Dead Air.
Welcome back, everyone.
And that's I don't know, guys. Am I paranoid? Am I paranoid?
For today, that story about the man with the lobster roll.
So I call him Tom Cruise. That's my name for
him. Tom Cruise.
Cruising.
Mr. Cruise, if you're out there.
I know now it's No! Oh, that was the other thing. Yo, and this was when Melissa kicked me. When we were leaving, I'm like, do you have social media?
Bro.
I was trying to find a way out.
Imagine you go to his social media page and his page is just him traveling the country reviewing lobster rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. I was watching him because I wanted to make sure he wasn't taking pictures of me because, you could fucking find someone through AI, like you take a picture of them and you could just find them.
Or become them.
I mean, yeah. This guy definitely could. I mean, he's got like, I know I've let myself go in the years, but he's got a little more.
Guess what I did last Friday?
Yeah. What'd you do?
I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to go to my 7 a.m. screening of the Odyssey. Finally, do you remember when I told you about the tickets?
The day
came. The day came.
How was it?
Oh, it was great. It was great. It was long, but it never felt long. It was like moment to moment. It was really good, and I think just learning all the behind the scenes and making of really puts in perspective like filmmaking at its like highest level. I think even for like 2026 standards in the wave of AI and all the like virtual screen productions and green screens. I think like it really just did everything for me. Everything was shot on location and everything was like practical effects. It was crazy. Like they had actual boats on actual bodies of water. That's crazy.
In the Mediterranean?
Yeah, yes.
Oh shit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It was some body of water over there. But so crazy. Like they shot on like the black sand beaches of Iceland. There's do you remember the story of
I've taught the Odyssey a bunch of times actually.
Great. So the Cyclops in the cave.
Yeah. Yes.
They used a giant puppet for that. And they shot it in the actual cave where that story was supposedly like true.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's not a true story, but you know what I'm saying? The lore, the folklore.
Right.
But like all of the things, like it was just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Good job, Nolan.
I can't wait. He's also talking about how he wants to. He's like, I would love to make a horror movie. So hey, Chris.
So the whole thing with the Odyssey is the way I described it was it had every genre in one movie. There was like
I remember you texting me that
like romance, horror, fantasy. I mean, thriller, action. The last 25 minutes of the movie, crazy.
Right. So is it like the Peloponnesian War and all that shit?
I mean,
something like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't taught the Odyssey in like about 6 years, and to be honest, if I can tell you that the content always stays in my mind, it doesn't always stay on my mind. But we did make a Cyclops reference in our Cannibal the Musical episode. Remember? My eye, are you looking at my eye? But I'm going tomorrow. So the kids have daycare tomorrow. Yeah, so we're both gonna go. I couldn't go. Yeah, I couldn't go until we saw it together. So we're gonna go tomorrow. And I'm excited. We're going to like I think it's like 10:50 a.m. Yeah, that's the only time that works out for that. But I saw a movie in the theaters too.
Oh, look at him go. What'd you see?
I saw Evil Dead Burn.
I was going to go last night, but I didn't. How was it? I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's fine. You know what it felt like? It felt, and I mean this in the most sincere way. Like, first of all, have you been following any of the social media stuff with the director? How they're like saying he like looks like a Hemsworth, and he's like
no,
calling him, wow, who's the beefcake director of the new Evil Dead movie? He's very
Are you saying
very
that,
handsome
or are
man.
people on the internet saying that?
Both. No, but it felt like he's a French guy and he's a younger guy, like late 20s, youngish. And it feels like somebody who was coming of age during the time when the French cinema had the horror revival with like, I hate that they called it torture porn, but like with Martyrs and Inside. It felt like that. And I really appreciated that. I thought that was cool. And it had a very specific feel. But ultimately was not what I thought it was gonna be, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's always good. It was cool though. It's definitely a love letter to that. I recommend, I recommend it. I think it was fun. I'm excited to see like this younger generation of filmmakers kind of bringing their own interpretation of that series to it. Ultimately, long and short, did it really do anything new to the series? I don't think so, but it was a well-made film. So,
but I did hear that you don't really need to see the predecessor because it's kind of its own standalone story. Is what I.
Well, spoilers and skip ahead like 10 seconds if you don't want to hear this, but the opening scene, there is like a direct reference to Evil Dead Rise, and then the post-credits scene is a direct reference to Evil Dead Rise. It like kind of puts a button on everything.
Okay, but
yeah,
what I guess what
you don't. You could go in. You can go in blind.
You can go in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it would still have the same effect. I think it'd have more of an effect if you knew the reference at the beginning of the movie, like if you knew the character. But you could still see it blind and still enjoy it, and it was fun. And after I saw the movie, I found the real back rooms.
Would you get lost?
No. So I went with my friends Matt and Joe. Shout out Matt and Joe.
Hey Matt. Hey Joe.
Hi guys. And I got into, actually I don't know if you know this, but I got into a car accident that week, so I didn't have a car, so Joe picked me up. So super shout out to you, Joe. Shit, my thing. I hit a rock, and I hit a rock that kind of became dislodged in the road.
Holy shit.
And it was when I was picking my kids up from daycare too, so it was kind of scary because my children were in the car. I was able to drive home, but completely fucked up my car. And most of it was covered by
that.
It will. It looked like
known to be hard.
Like when you take a plant, like a tree, out of like the bucket it comes in, it looked like a tumbleweed or like a big fucking
like a giant root ball, like a hard dehydrated.
Yeah, it didn't look like a rock, and there was oncoming traffic, and it was either swerve. It was, and I hit it, and my car decimated it, but it also decimated the undercarriage of my car. Anyway, my car was out of commission.
We're good.
Yeah, everyone's safe.
But now you have to get a new car. That sucks.
No, I don't. It got fixed. Insurance covered it. Yeah. But Joe had to drive me to Evil Dead Burn that night. And afterwards, so the movie theater in my town, well, one of them is in it's in a dead mall. And if you want to look this up, there's a bunch of YouTube videos about this mall. It's the Kingston, New York mall that used to be a real happening place in the 80s when everyone from IBM lived in this town. It was like before IBM moved. So now everything's pretty much abandoned, and like they walled off all the stores, like literally built walls over the stores and put wallpaper up over it. So it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what you're talking about, like the construction wall. So yeah.
Yeah. So Joe and I, as we were walking out of the theater, we looked at the old Sears, and we saw that there were lights on, and like in between like the paper, the privacy paper that they hang to like
there's mannequins moving inside.
No. So Joe's like, holy shit, the lights are on in there.
Yeah.
And
did you go in?
So of course. So he drives up. Yo,
urban explorer. Tell me.
No, man, I know somebody's gonna fucking kill me maybe over this. So I walked in, and somebody's squatting in there. I mean, I think I just blew their spot up. No, but they got like a full bar, and they got pallets of like beer. I'm not making this up. I think like somebody, like maybe it's like overflow from like the beer distributor, like maybe they're renting the space, but like somebody set up like a full-on bar in there. Like it's like DIY, but like somebody's having parties in there.
It's giving speakeasy.
Yeah, it's like the drunk back rooms. But yeah, so but it also looks like an abandoned Sears still. So very much, back rooms. Which I know wasn't a Sears, but still it was given those vibes.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, we want to go back. So if you don't see me again, and if I disappear, the abandoned Sears in Kingston, it's a portal.
Looking.
It's a portal to the back rooms.
Great. I'll know where to save you. I'll come be right. First flight.
Tom Cruise is there too, not the actor, but the creepy guy.
What else have you watched this week? I feel like we both watched 2 movies.
Yeah,
that are the same.
I finished Widow's Bay. I loved it.
Oh, I didn't finish it yet, but I did start binging that.
Okay, so Amanda and I are launching something new. We're starting an official movie club, and we're calling it The Watch List.
And Mike has been on the watch list for years, so it just feels a little right to name it.
See my shirt?
Yeah.
And if you can't see my shirt, I have the Unabomber in it, and it says Unabomber. Meth Syndicate.
If he wasn't on it, he's on it now.
Yeah. I have actually. Yeah. It's not a lonely list. I mean, I don't feel alone on it. I'm harmless.
The watch list is our ongoing horror movie club. Every list has a theme. Every theme has a set of films. And we are watching all of them together. Us and you. So this is not just a summer thing. This is a year-round thing. There's going to be different themes, different countries, different monsters. The only rule is that Mike doesn't get final say.
Yeah. So our... yeah, and our first watch list is called No Return Flight. International horror films you've actually recommended to us. One per episode. This summer, we're going to every country that's ever made something that will ruin your life.
Yeah, we have a full flight plan ready. Mike, do you want to do the honors and tell everyone our first list?
Totally. Thank you. Okay, so here's the official No Return Flight list. 6 films. I can't count. 6 films. 5 countries. Aswang, 1992. Philippines. Already done. Sort of. Martyrs, 2008. France. Tigers Are Not Afraid, 2017. Mexico. Wreck, 2007. Spain. Lake Mungo, 2008. Australia. And Marquis. I'm sorry about that one in advance. 1989, Belgium and France, based on the life of the Marquis de Sade, set in pre-revolutionary France. All actors wear animal masks. The main character is imprisoned in the Bastille, where he spends his time writing erotic novels and having long heart-to-heart conversations with his own penis, which is a horrific puppet. It has a face and a name. His name's Colin.
Mike picked this one.
I did.
Mm-hmm. So, our first stop, the Philippines, and it didn't go very smoothly for us. And if you want to come on this trip with us, the full watch list lives on Patreon, but that is genuinely the least of what you get.
Yeah, and when you sign up, you get early access to every single episode, Fear Archive, and Dead Air, before it goes anywhere else. So it's ad-free, no mid-roll, no, we'll be right back. Just the dread, uninterrupted. It's all good.
Every month you get a bonus Dead Air that nobody else hears. You'll get the full watch list breakdowns and archive ratings. You get On the Pod bonus mailbag episodes where we read your stories, your theories, your sleep paralysis triggers on the record. You get case files from the archive, all the research, the sources, the evidence we couldn't fit into the episode. And then the coolest thing is you get a vote on what we cover next. You get the community, a full place of people who never once tell you it's just a movie.
Yeah, come hang out with us. We are the cool, weird kids, and we'd love some company.
Link is in the bio. It's only $5 a month, so come sign up and get all this awesome new content we're making for y'all. Could we talk about something a little controversial?
Go for it.
All right. I want to talk about Her Private Hell for a second.
Did you see that yet?
No.
I know nothing about it. I know the
who directed it.
Yeah, the Drive guy.
Mm-hmm.
The
Nicolas Refn. Yeah.
Yeah.
He directed Drive and Neon Demon, which I both loved. Right. I haven't seen Her Private Hell yet, but two of my friends have.
Right.
Shout out to Layla and Ion. They're my AMC A-list sisters. We go to movies together, but these two women in my life, they're not afraid for a challenging film. They love film. They go to see most of the movies that come out, and they show up, right? Can I read you direct quotes from them?
Please. Please, please, please. And by the way, this is the actress from Yellow Jackets is the star in this, right?
Yeah. Sophie Thatcher is
right. She was in that movie I love, Heretic. Yeah.
So Ion's verdict was too vague, felt like a bad stage play brought to life, and fell asleep. Her words on Sophie Thatcher specifically: "Sophie, I love you, but this wasn't it, boo." She also said she saw a TikTok of someone walking out before she even went and like took it as a personal challenge, and she still walked out. Layla mentally checked out the moment there was a spaceship sequence followed by laser tag. She wanted to tell Ion it was bad, but didn't want to poison the well because Ion was enjoying it. And then 10 minutes later, she heard Ion snoring.
Oh, no.
She fell asleep. So anyway, they also said 2 other people walked out in the first 30 minutes. Then Ion and Layla did. And Ion's final word was the AC wasn't enough for her to stick around. And like, I want to be clear, it's like not a case of the film going over their heads or anything, because like they're the exact audience for this. They showed up for Refn, and the film, I feel like maybe didn't show up for them. But I think this brings me to like an actual question. Her Private Hell is playing at AMC, right? Arthouse in a multiplex, right? And like, I don't know if it's the problem of who's watching it, but like, is it the context? And like, the people who would love it, I don't know if it's there, but the people who showed up because they love Refn are not being told what they're walking into. But I don't know. Then there's a counter argument, right? And that's like access. So like, if we're saying like, if people going aren't enjoying it because they're just like, oh, a new movie, let me go see it with my AMC pass.
Right.
You know, should these films be played in independent cinemas? I feel like that's how it used to be, right? Like all the art house films, they were all in independent, like Angelica Theater in New York.
Right. Nighthawk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now they're playing in AMCs. And I know obviously his films are a little bit bigger. You did Drive and Neon Demon. Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're still kind of art house, right?
Sure.
And I know this is going to upset all the film bros listening. So
totally.
You can come for me. I don't fucking care. But like, do we need a resurgence of independent theaters? Or do we need an AMC? Do we need AMC and larger cinemas to do a better job of telling people what they're actually buying a ticket to? And then what I was going to say is the counter argument is like access, though, is playing at AMC giving folks who can't really afford independent cinema the access to these like, you know, boutique cinema experiences. I don't know. What do you think?
I think we need both. You know, like you can't enjoy a hamburger unless you have McDonald's and the independent hole in the wall place down the block. You know, like I feel like I feel like there's a place for both, and you have an argument for both. Like I agree with you on the fact that you know, access is a big deal. Like in the Midwest and in the ruralist parts of this country, right? Like the only place where you can see a movie might be at the movie theater in the mall that still exists, where it might also be the only place that you can go and you know, get the things you need. Right? Like where I am in Kingston, we you know, the Target in my town is like the only Target for like 100 square miles. You know, all the major places have access to it, right? But like you, to your argument, like I think there's a place for both. You know, I think there's a place for both. You know, it's interesting. With that film, I also feel like that film kind of came out of nowhere, right? Like Her Private Hell, like I remember hearing about it, and then when I heard about it, it was like already done. Like it was shot, it was in the can, and they're like, oh, it's coming out in the summer. And it kind of got like no promotion, or at least like...
I heard people at Cannes walked out too. Which is unheard of at Cannes, but like...
No. But Refn is
either
like
people are walking out or they're giving you a, you know, standing ovation. But anyway,
Yeah, he's an interesting filmmaker. I want to see it. I
now I
totally
really want to go see it.
Spaceship. So there's a scene with a spaceship. Possibly. Sorry, I dropped my earbud.
Ion also wanted me to deliver one more message. If Sophie Thatcher's listening, she would suggest either wearing a wig or not having a wolf cut in every role that you have. So
I am really hyped, and I haven't listened to it. I know it's probably available now, but the person who scored the movie is Pino Donaggio, who was this composer from like the 70s who scored like a lot of Brian De Palma's stuff.
Yeah.
And like also like a lot of just like really pulpy movies from that era. And they're always like so grand and definitely, not the usual fare for Refn's movies, but also you can tell that like Refn's always kind of wanted this type of person to accept the role to score his project. Drive was originally going to be scored by Angelo Badalamenti.
Oh,
the guy, the Twin Peaks composer. Well, the famous composer in general. And there's a work print version of Drive where they actually credit Badalamenti as being the person who scored it. And, ultimately, Cliff Martinez was the person who scored Drive. And then Drive also used a lot of like the work of the people like Johnny Jewel and like everyone at Italians Do It Better, like Chromatics and Desire. And to like round out the rest of the film's sound. And I was kind of hoping that he was going to do that for Her Private Hell. But like Pino Donaggio, that's like OG. That's like what all of these people were trying to go for, And it's like you got like the fucking OG guy. I didn't even know he was still alive. But I will see it. And it is playing in Kingston. It is playing in Kingston, by the way. It's playing at the mall.
Let's do it. Let's see it as we could talk about it.
Yeah, I got to see the Odyssey first, though. So
please do that first.
Yeah. So, what? Anything in the news that's been pulling at your brain?
Have you been following the David case?
I've been trying. I feel like there's new shit every day with that, and it's just
crazy.
It's just as disgusting.
He's the dumbest criminal I've ever heard of.
Yeah, he's grotesque.
Like what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I feel like a lot changes every day. I think today I read something about the fact that she was pregnant. Celeste Rivas was pregnant. That's what I think I read today. And like he told her, I don't know. Disgusting story.
Yeah. It's they're doing like preliminary hearings right now, I believe. They're trying to determine if there's enough evidence to send him to trial. Is that what's happening, or is this the actual trial? I can't remember.
I don't know. I want to clarify. Let me clarify. Let's see. So what is going on with David? So I used to call him DeForvid because the last podcast on the last David. So David, is he on trial? So David is not officially on trial yet, but he is undergoing a multi-day preliminary hearing in LA. Yeah. A judge is using the hearing to determine if there is enough probable cause to send the case forward to a full jury trial. Wow.
Which is crazy because it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this I was looking too. I'm obsessed. There's a concert archives. Have you ever seen that? It's an app, but it's also a website.
No, that's kind of cool.
And you could look. Yeah, you could look back at like shows that any artist has played. And David, I was looking at his past show history. I mean, he was definitely like off to the races in terms of his career. But like,
did you see the funeral run? It's crazy.
He got taken. He got taken out by some interesting artists though too. So like, SZA took him out on a tour. He opened the tour for SZA. What else did he do? I'm like looking back. Like he also did not even scratch the surface of like what he would have probably done. He played Bonnaroo. He played Governor's Ball. He did. I'm looking at it like right now. I'm looking at like Osheaga, which is that one in Montreal, Lollapalooza. Yeah, it's interesting. he was fully out doing his thing when he was committing the murder, though, right? Like that was like, I think he like went on tour. Yeah.
Yes.
So
he had a show after the alleged murder.
Yeah. It makes me want to go back.
But he had a whole funeral at the show. Like the stage looked like a funeral or like a wake.
Right. Yeah. And it's
crazy.
Just, it makes shit. He played Coachella too, which I can't imagine how much he got paid for that. But
yeah,
I think that was the Coachella dates were that funeral, right? Like, didn't he do it at Coachella?
Was that a Coachella? That's crazy.
Yeah. Did he do it? I think so. But
I mean, I know he did it. I don't know if it's Coachella, but
yeah. After that, there's like a bunch of private events listed, which is weird. So, what do you think the outcome of this all is going to be?
What do I think, or what should, in my opinion?
Well, both. Give me both.
Listen,
what do you think is going to happen?
I'm by no means a professional detective, but looking at the evidence, it's pretty damning. I mean, I think the crazy thing that came out this week, I think it had been out, but it was said, in the courtroom, is that he purchased 4 chainsaws.
Yeah. Have you seen the artist rendering? Because they can't bring cameras into the courtroom. Yeah. Like, have you seen like the sketches? They're pretty wild. Yeah. The chainsaws and the fucking burn cage. People are like, oh, he bought a crematorium. I'm like, no, he bought a fucking burn cage. Which is like if you're like trying to like get rid of some leaves or some shit in your backyard. Not a human body. But there was something about those artists, the court sketch artist renderings, that like really made me nauseous. I looked at them and I was like, oh God. And like you could see kind of like
a child.
Her torso, and like, because you see part of her. Yeah.
You realize that she was 14.
Yeah. And do you think that Celeste Rivas was his only victim, or do you think David has
who knows,
more?
Right?
I was thinking that too. I was like, what if David's a serial killer?
Well, because you know what my dad always says. Shout out,
David. David's a serial killer.
Get caught the first time, Amanda. He used to tell it to me when I was a teenager and I'd get in trouble. You never get caught the first time.
Right.
So,
you get caught when you get sloppy. And
it's stuck with me. I think about it all the time, Dad. Yeah. Anytime it happens, I'm like, you never get caught the first time. It's right. Like, what else have you done, sir?
That makes a lot of sense. And I just keep thinking about, one, I think about, what was that show with The Weeknd? What was that called? The Idol?
Yes, Idol.
I think of that, and like I really want to rewatch it now because like I'm like, oh, this is kind of like relevant now. Now imagine if The Idol came out now. Do you think more people would have liked it because of the David stuff?
Well, I think
it was a mess. It was a mess.
More red-pilled, but
it was a mess. But I know that it also was not what it was originally intended to be.
I think that's the reason why everyone's upset about it, is because there was a woman doing it, and
and they bastardized her story
completely. Yeah. So
I have the original scripts. I could send you them if you want.
I actually have some outfits from the show.
Oh, that's sick. So
because there's a thrift store near me that they got all of their like wardrobe and set and stuff. But yeah, anyway.
I love that director as a filmmaker. So Amy Seimetz. Am I saying it right? Seimetz. She did a movie that I saw during COVID.
Yes,
that was really good. She dies tomorrow.
Yeah. We saw it at we went to a drive-in theater actually and watched it. I think it was the thing that she was doing. Peter knows her because of The Sacrament.
Yeah. She was in that, and she was in Upstream Color, and she was even in that Pet Sematary remake that was pretty good. I really respect her as a filmmaker. I would love to see her version of The Idol, which they cut like 3 episodes, so there was like a completely different ending to that show.
It was very different. It wasn't it was not male centered.
No. I would love to see her original take on that, and hey, we should hound the powers that be to re-release that, because I feel like it's also very relevant now with this David shit. And, you know, I know we've talked about this on a previous Dead Air about David, how, like, do you know, like, they're symbolically looking to pursue the death penalty, possibly?
Yeah.
He's not going to get it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Never seen ever.
Yeah. Well, what do you think should happen to him?
I think he should go to prison for the rest of his life and have no parole. Like,
yeah, fair.
You killed a child and chopped her up? That's so fucked up. Are you kidding me? And then left her remains in your Tesla?
Yeah.
It could have been any other car. A fucking Tesla. I hate Elon Musk. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. This whole thing is fuckery. But anyway.
Yeah. Do you think Elon's going to come out and, like, help him?
Huh?
Do you think Elon's going to come out to his defense? Actually, DeForvid was with me.
Like, DeForvid. Yeah. I mean,
he was pulling on my misshapen body. Elon's gonna get me gang stalked, and I'm gonna, yeah.
You're on a watch list now. If you weren't already, now you are.
Oh, today I'm shit talking Doge, and I got a fucking Unabomber shirt on.
Did you see the update with the Black Dahlia?
With the Zodiac stuff?
Where, like, a film crew tore open a wall, and they found, like, where they think that Elizabeth Short was murdered in 1947.
That's fucking crazy. No, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I'm going to read this blurb so I don't get anything wrong, hopefully.
Right.
Okay. Filmmaker Jeff Thomas and producer Kimberly Lupini of Tailstorm Productions have been investigating the Black Dahlia case for years. A tip from the son of a detective who worked on the original case led them to a specific motel in Los Angeles, still operational today. They went in and removed 7 layers of drywall and 5 layers of paint from the original plaster walls. A senior criminalist from the LA County Sheriff's Department was on site. They found close to 40 blood samples. They are currently undergoing forensic analysis. Every place in the case files where eyewitness reported seeing blood, they found blood in that room. They found it where the witnesses said it was located.
Oh, wow.
Former LA District Attorney Steve Cooley said, "There's now enough evidence for a grand jury indictment. I need to remind you of one detail about the case. Elizabeth Short's body was found in a vacant lot in 1947 with no blood on the scene. None.
Jeez.
Her body was completely drained and scrubbed and cleaned before left there. The killer moved her. So 80 years later, someone tore open a wall and found where she actually died, and the blood was still there."
That's insane.
That's crazy.
The DNA will have its say.
Right?
Whoa. Man, we might be getting so many big unanswered questions answered in our lifetime, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Actually, it's very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm all about that. That's insane.
Yeah. So they're testing the blood. So we'll give an update when it comes.
Could you imagine that, like that's a cold case and there's still someone currently in the Los Angeles Police Department, a detective assigned to that case?
I mean, it has to be one of the biggest cold cases of LA history.
Could you imagine that that's sitting on, like, your backlog, like the Black Dahlia?
To finally, like, it's like they don't have physical files anymore, probably, but, well, maybe they do, but, like, on your
put it through
thing.
microfiche. I have them all on microfiche. I'm trying to do that the Simpsons thing. Man.
Yeah, I hear you.
Failing terribly. You know who died this week? I'm really sad about it.
What?
The pigeon lady from Home Alone 2.
Oh, I saw that.
She was a prolific actress, Brenda Fricker. Yeah, she died in somewhere, I don't want to say the UK. She could have been Irish. She was Irish. I got it. It says she was in My Left Foot. That was the big one, the one with Daniel Day-Lewis. It says, this is from the Daily News. The Irish character actor died Thursday night in Dublin after a period of ill health, her agent, Phil Belfield, said in a statement. So, I love you, Brenda. I do. I really, that character, that gave me all the feels as a child when I watched Home Alone 2. And rest in peace.
Yeah.
She was in a bunch of stuff.
She was my favorite. I loved Home Alone, Lost in New York.
Yeah.
That was like a videotape a VHS I was always putting in when I was a kid, and she was my favorite part.
Yeah. Chuck Russell died too.
All the bird lady.
Yeah, the bird lady. Yeah. The turtle doves. Turtle doves. Chuck Russell died too. He was he directed Dream Warriors and the Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and he did The Mask and he did the Blob remake. He was 70, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And his family found him dead. So we don't know what happened to Chuck, but rest in peace to you as well, sir. Peace. You were a very talented filmmaker, and Dream Warriors is my favorite Elm Street movie. So, speaking of franchises from our childhood, though.
Yeah, tell me.
Have you seen the trailer for the Crystal Lake TV series?
Oh, no, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, shit. You got to watch that, and then we'll come back and talk about it on the next episode.
No, talk about it. Talk about it.
No, it looks sick. Like, down to the, like, exact details of the original Friday the 13th. They filmed in...
okay, how about we should do a reaction? We'll put on Patreon, and everyone can see it, whoever's subscribed.
Yeah.
We do that.
It looks sick, and I learned a new term. Full season binge release. So that's a legit term.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's a wordy kind of term, and they can come up with a better word for it.
I agree. But this is coming out on Thursday, October 15th on Peacock. All 8 episodes.
Smack dab in the middle of the season of Halloween season.
Yeah, they filmed it on location for a lot of the original locations in Blairstown, New Jersey. I was almost going to submit my headshot to be an extra. Yeah, I didn't because it would overlap with the school year when they were filming.
Headshot? I want to see your headshot.
I have shitty headshots. Yes. I am not an actor though. It was strange. They were there for a while, and I did not. I was going to road trip it to the set to just nerd out and look at shit, but I didn't. I've been to that town though, and it's a creepy town.
You love a creepy town.
Yeah, it's on like the border of the Poconos, like Pennsylvania, and it's just like, just isolated and empty.
So, do you know what's been living in my head for the past? I mean, we haven't spoken, but like this has happened in the past week, I think. Tell me. I guess it was on July 6th, but I just read about it. There was a typhoon in southern China that destroyed a snake breeding farm.
No! It's my worst fear.
I know, that's why I had to tell you. Between 800 and 900 snakes escaped the surrounding neighborhoods, including venomous cobras.
Oh my God.
The crazy thing is that it was from massive flooding. So the footage of it are just like snakes like swimming in the fucking water. And
talk about her.
Yeah.
Her private hell. That's my private hell.
It's private hell. Yeah.
Snakes.
So crazy though. But like.
What they do?
The authorities deployed a 10-member emergency team with nets and stun guns. Just 10 people.
So wait. They were just running out fucking electrifying the water? With all these snakes in it?
They had nets and stun guns. One villager was bitten and taken to the hospital. Videos on social media show snakes like swimming through the flooded streets, like I said, and like slithering. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
There's this one awesome photo, and it's just like a cobra perched up on a floating broom because it's massive floodings, right? And
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
that's terrible.
Say, but like a cobra on a broom, you know.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So I have a couple thoughts about that. One of them is just and listen, I guess I have a question first. Have you ever eaten snake? Like, have you ever eaten snake?
Yeah, actually I have. I lived in Florida
I have not.
For a little bit, and I really
tell me about
myself in the culinary culture, I guess. I don't know. It kind of tastes like chicken. That like gator kind of tastes like chicken. It's not.
Do you remember when we went to that like restaurant Animal that like served like
I just got to like
rando stuff?
I just got like one of those like memory things on a photo of the bone marrow from that place that we had.
That was on Fairfax, right? Mm-hmm. I think it was somewhere over there. I remember trying some different meats at that place, and I was thinking that how everyone always says it tastes like chicken. It tastes like chicken, but wrong.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
It's uncanny valley chicken, where it's like it's chicken, but like there's something just like a little off about it.
Did it have bones?
No, I don't.
Like, how do they prepare it? Like how do they serve it to you?
I don't know. It was just like roasted, and it was
Did
just
it taste like
it was just
gamey?
like meat on the plate. Like
I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm really kind of getting nauseous because I'm thinking about the snakes in the water. But my follow-up question to what you just said,
you're like Indiana Jones. Okay,
do you remember? Well, that scene was that's so disgusting from the Indiana Jones with the snakes when they cut open the fucking. Ugh.
I don't do snakes.
But like, what did it smell like? Did it just smell like good? Like, did it smell like good cooked food, or like fried, or like roasted meat? Like nice
fucking fried. What do you?
No, like I'm just like, because I'm
like this was so long ago. I'm not like just stewing around with that snake smell.
Well, it could have smelled like great fried chicken or something, like. But what I'm thinking of is like these guys were like stunning these snakes in water, so they were definitely cooking them a little bit. Like they were like electrifying the shit. I'm like, what is? I guess it would be boiled. I guess I don't know. What does boiled snake smell
Braised?
like? Yeah, sous vide, is that how you say it? Sous vide. Yo, that's fucked up. Imagine a snake, like you just fucking shove a snake in an air fryer. I'm not saying do that. That's not. We don't condone violence against animals. That's like some horror movie shit. Like that's like some. That's like Gremlins. That's the Gremlins. This is the Gremlins fucking kitchen scene. Yo, I will say, you want to see a fucking crazy ass disgusting snake movie? There's this movie. It's from the 70s, 1974. It's called Calamity of Snakes. I think it's from 1974.
Okay.
And it is, I want to say it's Cambodian. No, it's 1982. I'm sorry. 1982. It was a joint production from Taiwan and Hong Kong. Unearthed Films did a really good release of it, but you can also find it on various free streaming platforms. It's called Calamity of Snakes. It's by Chi Chang, and it is so disgusting. It's about these these people who build a high-rise apartment complex, like a luxury apartment complex, on top of a snake breeding ground. And then like snakes just start like fucking falling out of the walls and shit. It's insane. It's like really disgusting, and back to the private hell.
No, but the snake breeders are probably, if they ever seen that movie, they're like, is this play about us? Because like that's what happened. I feel like very similar.
Yeah. I kind of want to remake Calamity of Snakes.
So what else has been living in your head, spiraling you this week?
Spiraling me, living in my head. What hasn't? So do you use that app Nextdoor?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I don't use it, but I have it for, if I see a coyote, I'll post it, but
yeah. Well, I usually get people talking about how like there's kids kicking their door on their Ring cam because that's like a fucking stupid trend right now for some reason.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious. But no, I've been kind of spiraling about this all afternoon because some random dude just like posted. Actually, his name is Drew, and Drew posted, this is the Kingston area, 42 minutes ago. Earth's frequency just hit a breaking point with a lightning bolt. And I've no joke, been thinking about this. This is like scaring me. It's stupid. Something powerful unfolded. I want to do Drew's voice. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to give him a voice. All right. Something powerful unfolded while much of the world was asleep. The Schumann resonance surged into a rare whiteout event, climbing above 50 hertz and holding there for nearly 2 straight hours before finally beginning to ease. This wasn't a quick spike. It became one of the strongest sustained surges we've seen in recent weeks. He's like, as the charts intensified, familiar reports began once again. Many people mention ringing in the ears, vivid dreams, trouble sleeping, feeling unusually drained or energized, and pets acting differently than normal. I don't know why that's been living in my head, but it has. Okay. So thank you, Drew. I don't know what any of that means.
To say. Yeah. One, you should be the voice for the incel on South Park because that's what it sounds like. Two. I think bro is just describing what I've been kind of thinking about. On June 29th, 2026, Stern shut down. They shut down the large
We're going back to that.
That's probably what he's talking about. The conspiracy theorist in me. Yeah, they shut it down. They shut the collider down.
Shit.
On June 29th.
Everything's going all topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a planned upgrade they're doing. It's called like the Long Shutdown 3. And they're like installing new equipment and it's going to open back up in 2030. But the internet is like having a field day with it and are like, a dimensional breach, a portal open, something came through, the shutdown was an emergency cover story.
Not a portal!
They found something they shouldn't have found, and they turned it off before it's too late.
Oh, man.
Obviously, this is not confirmed, but I feel like Drew is part of the Collider community.
I know, he's definitely a fucking resident of my town.
Well, 100%. He's definitely in proximity to you. So, Drew,
don't kill me.
To the DM.
No. Drew's like, Michael, you gotta meet me in the back rooms of the Kingston Mall. It's like, that's my bar, Michael.
Definitely his bar.
Why were you in my house? Get off my lawn, Michael.
And with that, I think that's the episode for today. Yeah,
we're cooked. You're
cooked. You're cooked.
I'm
Drew's
cooked.
Gonna fucking find you. He's gonna show up with fucking snakes ready to put it into your air fryer.
With Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise being the serial killer I met in Portland, Maine, not Oregon.
He's like, I got mayo for the snake rolls.
Yeah. He's like, I just might burn the building down.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Fucking end this. All right.